The heart of a woman. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me get comfortable. Look at my socks. Can you see my feet? The heart of a woman. Yeah. We getting real cozy. My hair, I don't know, girl. I don't know what's going on with my hair, but that's besides the point. Welcome to Mara's Junk Drawer. I am Mara. And today we're going to be doing week 5 of my Black November reading wrap up. So in my previous video, I did explain that it's 5 weeks because the first week in November, or like that first weekend in November, I pretty much ate up those 3 books that weekend. So I decided to just do the wrap up that weekend. And then week 2 started like officially the first full week of November. So that's why technically I have 5 weeks. But instead of turning this into like a week 5 reading wrap up, I decided to do like, let's talk S.A. Cosby. So that's what we're doing today. Talking S.A. Cosby. Okay, we're getting deep into S.A. Cosby's catalog because I just didn't feel like reading any other books this week. I just didn't feel like it. And the only book I really wanted to read was S.A. Cosby. I did want to get into the violin conspiracy real bad, but then I also didn't want to read real bad besides S.A. Cosby. Like, I'm always have an appetite for one of his books. So, you know how you say you full, like when you're eating dinner or something, but you still got room for dessert? Yeah, that's how I feel about that. So here is my S.A. Cosby stack. Yes, I love it here. Look at this. Like, what a stack. What a stack. Okay, so this week for week 5, I did finish the last book in his catalog. Well, not like in chronological order, but like, not chronological order, like in public, like the date it was published, like, published. So I don't even know what the correct order of these are in which they were published. But the last book that I had to read what in his catalog was My Darkest Prayer. So let's talk about that, and then we're going to get into which one I'm going to rate them in like order, like from favorite to least. Okay, so in My Darkest Prayer, this one follows Nathan, or in the book, his nickname is Nate, and he works at a funeral home with his cousin Walt because Nate's parents were unalived by a rich man who got off with the crime and did not have to pay a price for killing Nate's parents. I don't know, am I allowed to say that word? Well, unaliving Nate's parents. And so I feel like we're like following 2 different storylines, but I feel like that's usually how S.A. Cosby's characters are. It's like the main crime of the book, but then the MMC has like his own little side thing going on. So the one of the pastors ends up being unalived in this like mega church, and there's a lady that comes to him like, something ain't right. I don't think this was an accident. I think somebody, was out to get him and he got unalived. So she was like, I'll pay you 3,000. I think she said 3 bands to go figure out, or just get some questions, not really to figure out specifically what happened but to get some questions. And so he agreed because he used to work at the sheriff department, as well as he was was he in the Marine? Yeah, he was a former Marine. So former Marine and sheriff's deputy. And so she was like, I need your skill set to go figure out if you can find any type of question, like answers to what may possibly have happened to him. So that's what he does. And as he's finding out what happened to this pastor who was unalived, it was giving very much I don't even have the word. Like, the word that I had is not coming to mind. But anyways, Of course, the pastor was into some things that he shouldn't have been into, and it just turns into the crime of solving what the heck this pastor was into. And of course, as you dive deeper, then the bad boys come after you, and so it's just that, like, a typical S.A. Cosby crime thriller. And I was shocked because there was a lot of sexual commentary in this book, because he does in the, like, the pastor who was unalived, his daughter, he's estranged from his daughter who is a current porn star, and Nate ends up having relations with the porn star. And so, but outside of his relationship with the porn star, the book has a lot of sexual commentary, which I was kind of like taken aback, because he doesn't really, in like the other books, he does have like relationship, like intimacy in the book, but not to like this degree. So it was just like, okay. So that was like an interesting layer to the book. But of course, like S.A. Cosby is always going to give where you need a page turning thriller, and something action, something that's just going to keep you entertained. Of course, all of his MMCs are pretty much the same. Like, they all have some type of like military and or like law enforcement background, and they're bad boys. So even if they're like retired, they still got that grit about them. Like, they're just like a rough black man. So yeah, that's what there's not much more to say about this one without giving away like the small details, but he's pretty much trying to figure out who the murder of the pastor, because also the police department is pretty much not taking it serious. So he's also on the side also trying to figure out, also wants the person who unalived his parents to pay a price as well. So it was just like a lot of scandals unravel, and you know how S.A. Cosby gets down. Okay, so let's get into the order in which, let's start with my least favorite. Okay, so it's really hard to say like what my, it's hard to put like a least favorite, like a specific least favorite. So I would say these two are at the bottom. But it's just like, I feel like this one is slower than this one. Of course, they're all giving different plot, but this one, I don't know. Okay, so this one, there is a lot more going on than this one. This one is more, okay, so let's just say this one is my least favorite. But let me be clear, all of these are really good, great thrillers, and I would recommend each and every one. But these are just like ones that made me more excited than the others. So I think I'm going to put this one at number 5. And number 1, of course, is going to be my favorite. So, which you already know, if you watch my previous videos, then you already know which one is about to be my favorite. So I will put this one at number 5. And then we have All the Sinners Bleed. I'm going to put at number 4. I'm not going to give like a little synopsis, because I do have, I just read these for the month of November. So if you want to go back and watch the video in which I spoke about these, then you can go do so. So I'm going to put All the Sinners Bleed at number 4. And I think I think these two are in the bottom for me because of the nature of the situation. Like, it's hard for me to stomach SA sometimes, especially if it's centered around children. And this one was centered around children and SA due to, anyway. So it's hard for me to like stomach that type of topic. So that's always going to like lose points for me if it's like SA and specifically with children. Like, I can't. This one, not so much not children at all. This is mainly adults, but this one was definitely giving SA children. And then, so number 3, child, why did I say 5? Okay, let's run this back. Y'all, so I don't know why I was saying 1 through 5, but S.A. Cosby he is about to have 5. Well, he does have another one on Kindle Unlimited. I haven't read that one, but I only have 4 books with me. So I don't know why I said number 5. So let's run it back. So My Darkest Prayer, we're going to do number 4. We're going to do All the Sinners Bleed, number 3. And then we're going to do Razorblade Tears, number 2. And then my favorite, Blacktop Wasteland, number 1. Baby, I think I just love this one so much because, like I said, I love Money Heist and I love, what time is it? And I love, like, the Fast and Furious vibe. And that's what this was giving. So, baby, this was my favorite one. Beauregard. And I absolutely love the men that, even though, like, all the men are very similar in S.A. Cosby's book and the plots are, you know, drastically different, and he does write hard topics for some people. I just love the black men that he write because although they're not perfect, they just strive to be the best men that they could be. But yeah, this is my little S.A. Cosby. Let's talk about it and how I rate them. And I'm not going to, you know, give a synopsis because I just did a synopsis and my thoughts on them in my previous videos. So in my wrap-ups for November, since I pretty much just finished his catalog the month of November, so I love it here. And his new book is going to be releasing. I think he just put more information about it on IG, so I can't wait to buy his next book. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you guys read S.A. Cosby's whole catalog. Let me know what you rate each book from, like, most favorite to least, or vice versa, least to most favorite. But yeah, this is my little rating of how I felt about his books, and I love it here. And I love it here. And I love it here. He's definitely an auto-buy author for me. I can't wait to get that other book and read it. And then I want to, if my order in which I like the books will change. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I do thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of you who stuck with me during Black November and, you know, showed me so much love on each of my wrap-ups. I had such a great reading month for November. I enjoyed reading all these books by these black men. And yeah, so thank you for rocking with your girl. If you haven't done already, go ahead and subscribe and lock in with your girl, because what? It's nice and chill over here, baby. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for all the beautiful black men, all the beautiful black authors, black male authors, and go ahead and leave me some love down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite S.A. Cosby book is if you read his entire catalog thus far. There is one more book on Kindle Unlimited that I have not read. And I don't know if that was like the books that were like published before these ones or written before these ones. I don't even know the correct order in which they were written and published. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.